Greetings and peace and love, everybody. My name is Rob Hotep, broadcasting on behalf of 13scienceastrology.com. Came out of a meditation, and I was guided to want to share some things with you, or asked to share some things with you that I think is very important. In this particular segment, I want to talk about twin flames. And I want to talk about twin flames in relationship to shared dreaming. Shared dreaming is something that was used by the military. You heard about it a lot in the movie Inception. Now, prior to the movie Inception, again, the military was using this particular format to help with trauma and things like that that people encountered while at warfare, while in battle. And shared dreaming is a very interesting topic when you look at it from a perspective of twin flames, because twin flames have a karmic duty or responsibility to humanity. Twin flames have something that they must do, like bigger than themselves. When you get into a relationship with a twin flame, it's not just about you and that person. So a lot of times I do consultations for people and they say they met their twin flame and they're with them, and then a month later they're not with them anymore. And I'm like, what happened? And they're like, well, it's just a lot of stuff about that person I don't like. I feel like they're still my twin flame. I always hear them say that they feel like this person is still their twin flame, but it just didn't work because they didn't like the way that person was, or the person did something in the physical to kind of push them away. You have to understand that the mundane is very important when it comes to, I guess, sharing in a wonderful twin flame relationship, because the mundane can actually push you away as well. Like you still have needs, you know what I'm saying, on a physical level as well. So a lot of times people that are twin flames, they link up on a spiritual level because they've been incarnated for so long on a soul level, but on the physical level, there's karma and there's blockages. But there's something that you guys can do to help to solve that, because just because there's karma with that person doesn't mean that it's not meant to be. It just means that there's work to be done, because your relationship has to be shared. So if you get into shared dreaming, this is something that is good for, I believe, a twin flame relationship to help to heal some of the karma, some of the past life karma. As a lot of people know, when you go into the fourth dimension or the dream world, you have problems there just like you have problems here. You have challenges there just like you have challenges here. So you have karma that you must work through there just like here. So you can, as twin flames, you guys can meet each other on that plane and work out the karma that you have with each other in the dream plane or in the spiritual plane. Then when you guys come back, a lot of that karma will be solved through this exercise, without talking about it, without arguing about it, you know what I'm saying, without going through a lot of the physical altercations that we must go through in the matrix or whatever. Because we, like, a lot of times when we get emotional and stuff like that, that's energy, you know what I'm saying, in motion, as I talked about in my movie about the occult. My movie, well, it'll be a movie soon, but as I talked about in my video, the occult truth about emotions, you know what I'm saying, emotions is just energies that, you know what I'm saying, we allow to take hold of us a lot of times, and they send us off on a deep emotional realm. But when we go into the dream world, that is the realm of feeling. That's where the realm of feeling is controlled at. So you want to go there to balance out your emotions and feelings in the dream world. And then when you guys come back, there should be more harmony between you guys. Now, I'm going to go through the brief steps really, really quick on how to do this. There's like 4 quick steps on how to do shared dreaming. First, you want to pick a place and a time. You got to coordinate this. And you can do this with up to, shared dreaming can work with up to, I've heard about like up to like 30 people doing it at once. So you want to pick a time and a place where you're going to meet at. And when I say pick a time and a place, this means in the dream state. So you pick a time that you're going to meditate here in the physical, and then you pick a place that you're going to meet, but you're going to meet in this place in the dream state. So you got to use your imagination to do this. The second step, or the number 2, is to have an intention. You have to have intent. What are you going to do when you meet these people in the dream world? What exactly are you guys going to do? State your intentions. And then the third thing is you have to focus. Once you have an intention, your intention is like the overall layout of the script of what's going to happen, and the focus is scene to scene to scene to scene to scene. So you want to have a focus. And then once you have these things, when you wake up out of the meditation or out of the dream state, excuse me, you want to share this with the person. Share everything, your whole experience. If you didn't see anything, you just be like, I didn't see anything. But you want to share your experiences because this is the most important part, because it's taking that stuff that happened in the subconscious world and bringing it into the conscious world, which is very key, because this is how we create our reality in the conscious world, is through the subconscious world. So you want to share your experiences and share the things that happen. Now, you can actually do this, believe it or not, through meditation. And I prefer, because I've done this with people, I'm pretty good at this, I prefer to do it during meditation. And you can also do it in meditation with up to 30 people as well. You guys want to lay down. It's different in meditation, though, because like when you do it in a dream state, you guys can kind of just sit down and just plan out details, things you want to see, and leave it kind of open. It's kind of more random. But in meditation, there always has to be at least one person that's called a tracker. And basically, a tracker wants to guide the person that's having a dream to basically let them know what to do. The person is having a dream, or the person is having a meditation, I should say, because this is talking about meditation on the second phase. The person that's having this meditation is pretty much going to state their intentions of what they want to see and what they want to get out of this. So the intention part is on the dreamer, and then the tracker from there guides them to help them to get the information that they need to get out of this particular situation. Now, if you become a good tracker, I mean, you can really help people a lot. You know what I'm saying? You can make a decent income as well becoming a good tracker, because this is how you help people to solve their karma in the dream world. You become like what's called like a Melchizedek, where you take this person by the hand and you guide them into basically what's going on with them, you know what I'm saying, into their problems or whatever. So now another thing you want to do when you do these things is you need some type of a totem. It could be some type of an animal totem. It could be a crystal. But if it's a crystal, it needs to be a grounding crystal, like something that's going to ground you, like a black one or a hematite. But you need some type of a totem or something that's going to remind you of pretty much of the fact that you're dreaming, you know what I'm saying, and you're going to come back type of thing. Because you can get so deep into this, guys, that you could be gone for days once you get real deep into it. Like you can really get to a point where even when you come back, you're really not back. You're halfway in, halfway out, to where you're like halfway, like you feel like you're sleepy all the time, but really you're not sleepy. Your soul is like ready to go back into that state to finish out, plan out those things. And if you remember in the movie Inception, him and his wife, I'm not trying to tell too much of the movie because I know some people might want to go see it. It's a good movie to go see if you want to understand this. But him and his wife built the reality up, you know what I'm saying, in this new world. And that's why I always talk about, or in the dream world, I should say. And I always talk about creating a life for yourself in the fourth dimension, because this is how you do it. And when you do it, it's like when you build in the fourth dimension, it's like you create, then you move on. You create, then you move on. You create, then you move on. And you can't see what's in the future. There is no future. You create your future. The future is created as you move on. And once you master this in the meditation world, you can take this skill back. Or in the dream world, I should say, you can take this skill back to the physical world and learn how to make your life flow like that, to where you create your life as you go, versus your life being dictated to you. So very important for the twin flames, the soulmates, to master this particular method. I was really inspired to give out this information because I'm working on a big project right now in the spiritual world, where I believe I found my twin flame. And I'm working on contacting this person. This person doesn't know me. I don't know this person. We haven't never physically met. But I'm working on building up a situation with this person in the dream world. And I'm doing this for a reason. Like, I'm doing this for a reason or whatever. It's a part of a test, but it's also to help to prepare so that when I meet this person, a lot of the karma and things like that is already healed and fulfilled, and this person can accept me for who I am in the third dimensional matrix without me having to go through a lot of drama, you know what I'm saying, with my twin flame. Because like once you meet your twin flame, you have to share your relationship. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Like, it's not for selfish reasons. It's not for you to just be like laying around watching TV, going to the movie theaters together, you know what I'm saying, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, you guys come home, have some good sex, then after that you guys get into a little argument, then you break up, you know what I'm saying, then next thing you know, you're back together again a few days later, and you go on like that for 3 to 5 years, wasting a lot of time when you could have been taking the energies of your relationship, building on them, so that the world can see this beautiful relationship and learn from it and heal from it. See, it's the twin flames. A lot of people have been asking me this question, but the 144,000, a lot of them are twin flames. The 144,000, like when you start hearing about the 144,000, they're twin flames, and this is what makes them the vicegerents, or this is what makes them those particular the elite or the elect. Well, what makes them the elect is the fact that they experience divine love in the third dimensional matrix, and they're able to demonstrate that in a place where love is not present. Because love doesn't live here in the third dimensional matrix. It's brought here. It's transported here. You know what I'm saying? Love isn't allowed to live here. Fear lives here. You know what I'm saying? Darkness lives here. The reptilians, that they want you to be on a dark agenda. The insectilians. A lot of people say, oh, the reptilians don't run the world. What about the insectilians? I talked about the insectilians before, but I'm going to do another video talking about that. I've talked about them way before, like some videos back. I can't even remember which video it was, but not the insectilians. You know what I'm saying? Like they want you to pretty much live in that fear state, that fear mode, that darkness where you're scared to do a thing. Fear is ignorance. Always remember that. Darkness is ignorance. Evil is ignorance. So share your love, display your relationship, demonstrate it, partake in this shared dreaming experience, because it's deep. You could create a whole life for yourself doing this thing, and it doesn't have to always happen where you're doing it with someone like a twin twin flame. It could be someone else, you know what I'm saying, that you're trying to help, like a business partner. You guys are trying to build something together. So it doesn't always have to be romantic, but it's most easiest to do it with a twin flame. It's a really interesting experience, good for healing of the karma. So when you come back, you're totally clear. See, that's the thing, like when the twin flames meet each other, they're not clear. Like you haven't cleared yourself, you haven't cleared your energy. So you're meeting this person, you're coming with karma, which is basically just lifetime baggage that you have built up in past lives and in this life. And then you meet this beautiful twin flame, and him or her is like, you got all this baggage, and you see some stuff you don't like in them either. But remember, that person's a mirror image. You got to remember that twin flames, you're a mirror image. So what you see in them is in you. No matter how you look at it, you know, you might not like it, but what's in them is in you. So you want to learn how to accept that through meditation, work with it, and eventually heal it. You can do all of this through the fourth dimensional world, healing yourself with diseases, all of that stuff, man. I mean, once you learn how to activate that Merkabah, and you learn how to go into it and regenerate yourself really quickly, and you come out feeling like a whole nother person. So I could go on and on about the benefits of shared dreaming. I think it's a really great experience. I've experienced it a lot of times with a lot of people. I've experienced it with a lot of my students and just people sometimes, but it's random. Usually when I experience it with people, because we didn't plan it out. But you can plan this thing out and get really good at it. It'll help you become really lucid when you dream, even by yourself. And it's just a great overall practice and experience to help people to get in tune with their right brain, and to help them not to be so linear, and to learn how to create and manifest from the right brain versus being linear and always looking to where you have to look out to get things, looking on the outside to get things. You can literally create your life as you go from the right side of your brain. So with that, I hope you learned something. Soulmates, well, twin flames out there as well as soulmates. Try to make it work. Partake in this practice as much as you can, so that you can get as much past life information from your twin flame as you can. When you partake in this with a group of people, especially if they're soulmates, like a soul group, you partake in this practice that I gave you with a group, you're going to get so much information about your past life. I mean, it's going to be amazing or whatever. So you definitely want to partake in this or whatever, and heal up those blockages, clear up that energy. So I thank you guys for listening. I thank you guys for watching. And until we meet again, I'm going to wish you in peace, light, and love.